Hi everyone, we're live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Coach Eileen. I am, we are here with our business partners from US and Canada tonight, and we will just be sharing the common question, answering the common questions that a lot of people ask us, which is how legitimate is this business? Is this business legit? We always get that because being an online business, a lot of people are questioning the legitimacy of the business, right? Because they don't know who the person they're talking to in the other side of the world, right? And we are very global. So, before anything else, as I've said, our topic today is the legitimacy of this business. How legitimate is this? If this is the first time you're seeing me, my name is Eileen. I am a wife, a mom, an early childhood educator, and a digital business coach and mentor. For those who are gonna be, viewing us live, thank you so much for tuning in. And for those who are gonna be watching on replay, let us know where you're watching from and what time is it there. And if you have question, you can put it also in the comment section and we'll get back to you right after. Okay, so yes, so let's get started. How legitimate is this business? Okay, number one, of course, is that this business is legit because we pay taxes on our earned income in this business. I'm supposed to show you guys my T4A, but we were in a rush that I cannot find it right
Fine.
now. Let me see if I can. No, it's actually because I'm doing my taxes right now, so it's not here. Okay, but let me see if I have one. So as I've said, I've been doing this business since 2019, and I get my tax receipts at the end of each. Oh, I have one here. This is the this is the latest one, guys. So I'm just gonna share with you. I'm not gonna show you. Um, I'm not just gonna show you
How much?
everything.
Let's let's see the amount.
For last year, it was a salary of a regular full-time employee. Okay, how awesome
Wow.
is that? And I'm just
Wow.
doing this
Yeah.
on the side, right? I'm not retired yet, but that is the plan. Okay, we're not supposed to show this, but I'm just gonna show you that it is a T4A, okay? T4A from the government, from the company that we're attached to, and this is needed to be filed for the government or the CRA of the
Mhm.
government of Canada, okay? So I had been receiving this since I started in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, okay? So now, of course, it's another year, so I'll get it again next year. Okay, so I think that's one of the proof that this business is legit, right? At the end
Yep.
of the day, the year, you get a tax receipt from the company that we're working with that has been in the business for over 48 years, guys. It's pretty stable. And not just that, we have other companies that we're attached to. We have 5 streams of income in this business, and all of those are legitimate big time companies. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's move on to the next question. A lot of people are so scared when they are gonna start this business, and we are asking for a SIN. Okay,
Mhm.
SIN is a number that is attached to your name that you are a legal. Like I think in US it's a TIN, right? TIN, right? I think that's what it
Or
is.
social security number.
Yeah, Social
Social
Security,
Security number.
SSN. Oh,
right?
Yes.
So
SSN.
yeah, so that is actually, asked us about all the time. Why are you asking this? This is a legal
Mhm.
document. At Merella, would you like to talk a little bit more about this?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Merella, and yes, I will talk about the SIN. Of course, before we proceed to start a business, we ask for the SIN. This is the social insurance number in Canada, and this
Mhm.
is to help us to file our tax. And to, I think in the state is the social
Security.
SSN
Security.
security number. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And we ask ID here too because this is a legit business, and or a driver's license. Yeah. So to file your taxes, this is will be needed to start this business. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also we need to know that you are a
A
legal
legit
you yourself
legit
are legitimate
person.
person living in
Person.
such
Yeah.
country, right? That
Country
you have
exactly.
this this
Yeah.
identification, because we don't want to
Mm.
deal with crooks, right? We don't want
Yeah,
to
that's
deal
what
with people who are like,
I,
something,
yes.
shady people. We don't want to deal
I
with that,
I
okay?
think when I started this, they asked two IDs for me. I don't have a driver's license, but I have the Medicare card
Okay.
and then the SIN. So
And you
that's
can
why
also use passport, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
and the passport. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Ate. A lot of people are scared, Oh, why are they
yes,
asking me? This is scary, right? But, we wouldn't be asking it if it's not legit, okay?
that's
Like any
correct.
other, if you go for a job, right? They will ask for
Yeah,
your identification number. Like,
identification.
we don't
Yes,
want aliens or something, right?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
next. Okay, now we'll talk about the next question is going to be the what do you call this, the integrity of this business, right? So I'm going to be talking about we're going to be talking about, and I would like to start with sis Yessie, who is a Canadian nurse, right? And
Mhm.
talk us about this legitimate, how legitimate. I know you're scared because you are a nurse, right? When you started this, right?
Well, I think when I did my coaching call with you, Coach Eileen, I think was one of my questions. How legitimate is this business? Because I think we all have that fear. Let's be real. There are so many things online, and there are so many scammers that you have to be um, on your sense. But also, if you believe in something, it will come
Mhm.
up to you. This is legitimate. I'm a nurse. I've been working hard in this country, and I want to support my family back home. And I want to do everything I can to be better myself and help others because that's what I love to do. And I will not be showing this business or talking about this business or even promoting this business if I don't believe it and if
Mhm.
I know that it's not true. Because there are many people out there that know me. I know one that coming to my door. Hey, you, the doors promotion one. No, 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 it's not serious. This is like that's what we are here. That's where we're showing our pages. That's what we're showing every day the things that we do. So you see that we're normal people like you, and we all have goals, and your goals can
Mhm.
be similar what we do. So yeah, I will not be scamming you. I hope so. I'm not. But
You are not.
It's scary. It's
it's
scary.
scary. It's scary. I think that was one of the questions when you were telling me all of this, and I was like, um, I don't even know this person. How can I
Honestly,
believe this
when
person?
you're doing a coaching call, sometimes because you know that this business is legit, and they ask me, is this legit? It's more like I feel like I get slapped in the face. I felt like I'm like, what the heck?
I do have someone that tests me on Facebook about the business, if it's legit or whatever. And I try explaining, what was about, what you have to do to see and make a choice. Because let's be real, when anything that is a scam will not give you a choice, will not give you,
Oh yeah, you're right about
they will
that.
be like right now, right away,
Yes,
this is what we
yes.
want for you, like right now. We're not doing this. We're showing you if you are not ready, it's okay. Go back in 2 months. Go back in 3 months.
Yes.
In a year from now, you know.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah,
think that make a lot of sense and give you trust to us, to everyone that's doing this,
yeah.
because yeah. And I asked this person, how legitimate are you? I
You know,
didn't
that's a
want
good
to be
point.
disrespectful, but I was like, okay, but what do you want to do? What are your goals? Tell me about yourself, because I know you don't trust me, but I don't trust you either, because I want to mentor you to grow. So I need to know you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that
That's
point.
true.
I think a lot of people are
Mm.
like that and they're really, skeptical about it. But I think there's no harm in trying. And the point is that we do this step by step. So we don't really
Yeah.
force you to do this. We give you time, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And speaking of scammers, let's jump to Ebron. I'm not saying that he's a scammer, but he got scammed a few times. Not really
Oh
scammed, but
my.
it's like dead end,
Oh
There's
yeah, yeah.
nowhere to go to. Can you share with us your experience with your other online businesses,
O-
Ibron?
Okay, my name is Everett Edwards. I'm from Ontario, and as you see, I'm a postal worker. Um,
Mhm.
well, my experience with a quote unquote a foreign exchange company,
Oh.
I was invited by a friend. So, based on his recommendation, I actually joined the company because if he's my friend, then yes,
Mhm.
it should be legitimate. So I went in and they started, and for 1 year everything was going well. They were paying what they said they would pay um, on a monthly basis. We were getting that, and
Mhm.
after that 1 year, everything went south. Um, and
Like
I was
magic.
no, it went down, and I won't even tell
Oh.
you the amount. I'll just show you 5 fingers. I'll
Did
show
they
you five.
even get your
Did they even
SIN
break
when you
even or
joined?
something?
No, they didn't even require. They didn't even require that. All they required was
Okay.
because
No ID?
no, what
No.
the
No
thing is
ID, no entry.
no, be-
Sorry.
because because my friend was a part of it. Not that he
Okay.
was a part of the scam because he didn't know that it was anyway. Um,
Okay.
Mhm.
so he got scammed as well too.
Oh,
Um,
as
what
well.
what happened is
Oh
what happened is
no.
that they use a company. I probably shouldn't call the name, and the company approve you for a certain amount that would quote unquote go towards your RESP. And
Mm.
instead of you
Oh.
getting that money for your RESP, what they did was
Say
to
it
give
again.
you
Say it again. You are
You're
gifting.
getting the money.
That's a scam, like red flag.
yes. So it goes directly to the investment,
Oh,
the quote unquote
That is a
investment company.
Ponzi, like really a pyramid.
Yes, I'm
My
telling you.
neighbor was about to do that.
Yep.
I said
Yeah.
no.
So at the end of it all, what was happening is that because they were getting new clients, they were
Mhm.
using the fee that the new clients come in with to pay the old clients.
Okay.
Yeah,
But but
it's that
how
how.
long? Oh yeah, how long can you go on with that? Because eventually it's gonna catch up with you. Because if you don't have as much new client coming to take care of those who
Mhm.
are already there, then everything is gonna fall
Yeah,
out.
that's a pyramid
yeah.
scam.
And
Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
was that
I
was one
heard
of them.
one friends like that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a pyramid.
Yeah.
That is the big difference, and we'll talk about that next time. Those
yes,
MLM and
yeah,
those crazy
Yeah.
stuff. That is a good topic for us for our next discussion,
yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your not awesome experience,
Experience.
your a bad experience.
Sorry to hear that, but oh my.
And that was just one of that he tried.
One,
Okay,
yeah,
there's
one,
tons.
So there's
I
more.
know the
Yeah.
story. Okay, okay.
several, several.
Several. Wow.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on to sis Janet. Because we're gonna go back to the integrity of this business, right? And you as a nurse as well here in Canada,
Yeah.
uh, tell us about it. You cannot just scam people if you're a nurse.
No, no, like same as CCSE. We work in the public health sector, so we have a license to
To
protect.
protect.
So yeah, yeah, we need to protect it. I need to protect it. My license
Yeah.
being a
Yes.
nurse, because I work hard for it. As an immigrant here in Canada, I just didn't come, or I just didn't land here and be a nurse instantly.
Mm.
I have to work hard to get my nursing license here in Canada. I have to go back to school, upgrade, take the licensure exam, and then yeah, there's a lot of sacrifice, money, tears, and everything for me to just get my nursing license here to work as a nurse. So,
Mm.
joining this business, putting out myself in the social media and saying, like, hey, I have a business, join me, come watch the free webinar and all this stuff, and then showing my kids face, my whole family. I won't do
Mm.
that just to scam people. Like,
Exactly.
I'm also God fearing
Correct. Mm.
myself, and
You
yeah,
don't want any
so
karma.
yeah, there's a lot of things that would be taken
Mm.
away from me, just putting out this business and inviting people. um yeah, like, we are here to help people, not to scam.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
speaking of God fearing, we'll move on to
Mm-hmm.
Sistina. Because Sistina is, part of this faith community, right? She's big
Yeah.
on this. Like, I know she started this business. I did her coaching call too, and she's like, we're into ministry, we're into the Lord, right? So,
Yes.
so big deal. Like for Yvonne too. Tell us your, how legitimate is this business for you?
Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tina, and I live in Louisiana, in Singer, Louisiana, in the U.S. And so, yeah, I'm a wife, a mom, a grandma, and I do have a background in retail management. But what she was referring to is my husband and I have been running the Welcome Center. It's a visitor center at our church for over 5 years. And recently, we're starting a Spanish ministry. We're helping to get that off the ground. And so, yeah, I wouldn't, what do you call it, mar my reputation if
Yeah.
this online business wasn't legitimate. Because for me, God and my faith are number one in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's super important to me. And I wouldn't risk, that leadership position and trying. I do love to help people. And so, yeah, when I did my due diligence and I researched this company a while before I started the business. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically all I have to say. So
Yeah.
Yes,
thank
as we
you.
were saying before, thank you, Sistina. As we
Hmm.
were saying before, it's really bad to talk about God and your faith and then you're
Yeah,
scamming people.
right.
That's very, very shady, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sis Lisel. Sis Lisel here will talk about her legitimate brick and mortar business that, like abroad, gone south to. But comparing this, our business is legit too, because I know Sis Lisel is a friend of mine who would not really like, she followed me for a while before actually jumping in, because you don't know, like for abroad, the friend was, introduce him to
Yeah.
a scam that he doesn't know, right? But so talk about how you find this business very legit, Sis Lisel.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening to everyone. If you don't know me, I am Lizelle. I am from Michigan, and I have a background of being a restaurant manager, and also
Mm.
right now I'm a gym instructor in here in a big company. So you can see that people are seeing me every time. So I'm also online sometimes doing Zumba. So probably some, or not some, I know some will know me that I am a legitimate person. But yes, we do have a business before, and it's way too much different with this, but it's kind of similar because it's both legit. You know what I mean? With this online business, you don't need experience, but in a traditional where we used to have people are used to be having a traditional business, which is preparing stuff first before having it. What I mean to say is all preparation from research
Mhm.
application,
Yeah.
supervising from the manager and staff, from the accountant doing the tax and treasurer. You have to be prepared with those kind of things first, and especially licenses with the staff, licenses with the manager, of course, and also the equipments that we're going to be using in there. It's a chicken business, so we have to have
Mm.
what they call this health
Health and
health
safety.
license
Yeah,
Yeah.
health
Health and
everything,
safety.
inspection. Yeah.
and we have
Health
to
inspection. Yeah.
prepare our mind, to do it, and also not just those licenses, but we need state licenses for the building, for the electricity,
That sounds
everything.
like a
Lot.
big hassle
Oh
to
my
me.
It takes
God.
A
a
lot.
lot of
Yeah, it's
focus,
a
really.
headache.
It takes a lot of focus, and we have it for like 1.5 year to do it, to have
Wow.
all those preparation done, just
Mm-hmm.
to have it opened before
Oh
it opened.
my.
So, but with this
Wow. Oh my
business,
God.
I can see that it's the same. It's the same because you have to have preparation for the taxes too, which
Yeah.
is it's just quick, but that's the thing. That's that they're worried off because why is it so fast in
Mm-hmm.
preparing stuff online
Mm-hmm.
business? It's because you know as you go along with it, you learn from it. I mean, you learn as you go when you're in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
right?
Mm. Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Aileen?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think
So,
Lisel was so shocked because we said okay, she was ready, and I said okay, we'll do the coaching call, and
I
then
was
after a
out.
while we did after that we did her papers. We actually submitted her application paper the night before, and she got her license to do the business the following day. She was
Yeah.
approved.
Mm, yeah.
And then
Wow.
within 2 weeks, her business is set up. You know, the
Mm.
automation and everything. It
Yeah.
was all set up. And she's asked me, is that it? I'm like, yeah.
A lot of
People
people
are
get
scared, right?
shocked, but that's the traditional business.
Yeah.
So this one is,
Yeah.
it's business, it's online. So
That's
it's
right.
Yeah.
different, it's true.
But
Yeah.
honestly, the other businesses are really crazy too online. But the
True.
thing is that we have a proven
Mm.
system that
Yeah.
is done for you. So it's a plug and play business that you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
think
Yeah.
and guess what's the next step because all you have to do is follow the instructions.
Follow.
Follow the training.
And
It's
Yeah.
like
Exactly. Yeah.
opening a
you
Yeah.
box with
Yeah.
learn,
a
you
manual.
learn as
Life
you
is
go.
not
Yeah.
that, right? Life is not
That's
Mhm.
that.
true. Mm-hmm.
But in this
Correct.
business is super easy. Anyway, it's been 23 minutes. We don't want to keep you long enough here, but I hope you guys learned
I thought it
something
was
today.
seconds.
I hope you learned at least that we're not gonna be scamming people at all,
Yes, we're
right?
not.
And what else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're real people.
we're real people. We have family to protect and stuff like that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Honestly, there's
Yeah.
this lady who was telling me about oh, is this a scam? And I said I was really offended. I was really offended because I told her, you know what?
Don't be, coach.
It is offending, right? Because
Yeah.
you
Mm.
Yeah.
have a family. I said I'm a
Mhm.
mom and I'm an early
Yeah.
childhood educator, and I put this and I told her if you need some time thinking, think about it. But please, I felt really offended. And she said, I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure that this is legit. Like, I understand, but you know what? I'm not here to convince you. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
You can do
Yes,
your
that's
due diligence when you decided to join or check it out. But honestly, I was really offended. You know what happened? She joined me, bought in after a few hours.
Oh.
amazing.
But that's the
So,
difference, coach.
yeah,
That's the difference. Like people have a choice. It's not like something
yes,
that
Yeah,
they need right away. So they can
yeah.
do their due diligence and everything. So, it's your choice to join this business and grow.
yeah,
Mhm. I told her, I'm not here to convince you. My job here is to show you that there's another way to earn a living,
Yep.
uh, other than our 9 to 5 job, and it is online
yeah.
and it's pretty easy and plug and play. Anyway,
That's
before
correct.
we move on, we have live
Live
webinar
Webinar.
tomorrow.
webinar.
It is at
Mm-hmm.
6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Saving Time and 8 p.m. Eastern
EST.
Standard
Eastern
Time.
time.
Google your time zone,
Time
guys, but
zone.
Yeah.
connect with any of us here and we will help you get started, or we will help you to check it out. Okay, I think that's it. Anybody wants to say something else?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
Thank
watching, and
you.
we'll see you
Yeah.
next
On
week.
Monday
Bye.
again.
Bye, guys.
See you
Thank
guys
you.
on
Bye.
Monday.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks for watching. Bye.